back to the channel. Today I'm going to be making shrimp and grits. First thing we're going to start out with is the vegetables. So I'm going to use green and red bell pepper, celery, onions, and garlic. Then of course we got the start is the shrimp. Then we're going to use bacon. So first thing I'm going to do first, I'm going to go ahead and chop these vegetables. Now you can take, if you don't like red or green bell pepper now, you can take it out, but I suggest you use either or. So you don't have to use celery, but I always use celery in mine. So I'm just gonna go in and chop it. So you're gonna chop this up really fine. Okay, next I'm gonna use, now you can use a whole one or a half one. So I'm gonna use a whole one on the red. Okay, next we're gonna go in with the bell pepper, a green bell pepper. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a half one of this one. Okay, y'all, right here, this is the final chop, and this is how I like mine, this small. Now, you can make them a little bit bigger if you want to, but this is how I like mine. It don't take long to, chop your vegetables up. All right, next, I'm going to set this over here on the side for a minute till I get ready and saute my vegetable. Now, I'm going to get ready to use 6 cloves of garlic and all. So I'm going to use 3 over here in my sauce, and then I'm going to put 3 over here in my shrimps when I get ready and season them. So all you're doing is kind of smashing them like this and just slice them, and then you're going to dice them. I'm satisfied with that, so I'm going to take half of this and I'm going to put half of it over here in my shrimp. And then I'm going to use the other half for later when I get ready to make the sauce. So this is right here about maybe 6 pieces of bacon. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to chop this real fine. So right now I'm finna get ready to wash my hands over here. Okay, so next, since I'm over here now, so I'm going to bring this over here. I'm finna get ready and season my shrimp. So right here, all this stuff is already chopped. So I'm set this over here by the stove for me to get ready to use it. So now I'm finna come in, I'm finna get ready to season these shrimp up. So I'm coming in with a little oil. You can use any oil you want, this avocado oil. Okay, I'm coming in with a little no salt Old Bay seasoning. Remember I said you can get this off Amazon. And then I'm gonna come in with the Old Bay seasoning with the salt in it. Just a little bit. So I'm coming in with a little black pepper. Now you can season these shrimps up how you want them. I'm coming in with garlic powder, onion powder, and that's probably about a teaspoon of each. I'm coming in with a little smoked paprika, lemon season here. Remember, like maybe a teaspoon of each. I'm just coming in with a sprinkle of salt. And then you're just coming in just like that, mixing it in. And this is what you want right here. So right now, I'm finna get ready to wash my hands, and we finna get ready to make the sauce. And then after I make the sauce, then we're gonna make the grits. All right, y'all. I'm finna get ready and fry this bacon up. Now I know it put off a lot of oil, but right now I just got maybe a teaspoon or a tablespoon of oil in here. Now you don't have to do that, but I'm gonna do this myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and fry this bacon up first. Okay, y'all, while this bacon is frying, matter of fact, let me grab some right here. I'm gonna grab a piece of aluminum foil and put this over here so the grease won't be popping everywhere. So right now, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and start my broth. So I'm gonna come in with seafood stock. So on mine, I'm finna come in with I don't use 1 cup of this seafood broth. I don't use 2 cups of it. You see what I'm doing? So I'm gonna use 2 cups of this right here. Then I'm gonna come in with the chicken stock. I'm gonna use about 2 cups of chicken stock. I'm going to go ahead and put a little Old Bay seasoning in mine. Maybe a teaspoon of that in there. Paprika for now. And then the next step I'm going to do now, this right here, you can skip this. Right here, I'm finna come in and put in a few of these shrimps right here. They got the shells on, and it's gonna give me more flavor. See this right here? And once this comes to a boil and cook a little bit, I'm gonna take this out, and I'm not gonna use it. I'm just using for the flavor this broth does. In fact, I'm gonna use a few more of these shells in here. I'm gonna fish them out when I get ready. Now you don't have to do this. You can skip this step. Just only put a little flavor in here to me. All right, y'all. See how the bacon looking right now? Now I'm gonna remove this from the oil, and we're gonna use this later. All right, so next we finna do this right here. We're gonna go ahead and saute our vegetables right now. Don't put the garlic in yet. We're gonna do that in a few minutes because we don't want that garlic to burn. Okay, right now I'm coming in to season my vegetables a little bit. Just coming in with this salt-free Obey season, a little of this paprika. I'm coming in with black pepper and garlic powder and onion powder. Coming in with very, very little salt, probably that much. Because remember, the bacon is salty, and I'm going to do the final taste once we get everything combined. So right now, this been cooking for about maybe 20 minutes to 30 minutes. So what I'm finna do next is I'm finna remove all the shells that I put in there. See that? This right here adds the flavor. So just make sure you remove all the shells. I already seasoned this. You can season your broth with a little bit of no salt Obey. And I'm using a little salt in it. So right here, the key to this, you got to keep this moving. Because you know, just when you pour it in, pour a little bit at a time. And that's so it won't get clumped up. See what I'm doing? Just keep it moving. Just like this. So right now, I got it on about a medium heat. So I'm going to put the top back on it. So next, I'm going to add my garlic. We're going to let that cook for about 1 minute. Because remember, you don't want this garlic to burn. See that? Just like that. And now I'm going to add just a little oil to it because I'm finna get ready to put my flour in. Next, we finna get ready to add this flour. Now this flour has already been cooked. Now you can go to my pork chop video and look for that technique and it'll show you how to brown flour. So right here, this flour I browned it at a light tint. I didn't want it brown, dark, or dark brown or a light brown. I wanted this color right here. So I'm coming in with about maybe a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons of this flour right here. So next I'm finna come in, and this is the key to this. You want to keep this moving right here. Watch the steam. I'm just coming in just like that. Okay, y'all. Right now I'm finna get ready to season my broth. I'm finna come in, season with a little Obey season, onion powder and garlic powder. See what I'm doing here? And at this moment right here, I'm finna get ready and test it. I want to see if it's enough salt before I even add any salt to it. All right, let's see. All right, we're finna get ready to add salt and stuff. Because right now, this tell me it needs salt and a little bit more season. I'm doing a little paprika here. I'm doing a little black pepper here. I'm doing a little Obey season. This is the one that got the sodium in it. So I'm doing just a little of that. Maybe a half a teaspoon. And I'm finna come in with a little salt. All right, let me taste this. That's right on the money right there. So that's the key. Always taste your food. Okay, right now we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and put mine in like that and let them cook just like that. You can do them all types of ways. Like I say, you can sear them or you can do them just like this. You see what it's looking like now? And like I said, I'm only going to let this cook for about maybe 5 minutes because I do not want it to overcook. Long enough for these shrimps to get tender. And sometimes I find out too, when you put them in raw like this, sometimes to me, I can taste more of the, the broth, the seafood flavor of it. So I don't know. Sometimes I like to do it that way, and sometimes I like to, sear them too. So this way I'm doing them this way today. So we're gonna let this cook for about 5 or 6 minutes. All right, y'all. Right now I'm chopping this up real fine because I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit in my sauce with the shrimp while it's cooking. So I'm gonna probably do about maybe 2 tablespoons. You can do about maybe 3 tablespoons. Now you don't have to do this. I'm just doing it. All right, y'all. It's been cooking for about 6 minutes or 7 minutes. Right now I am satisfied with everything. So I'm finna turn this off and we finna get ready to finish up our grits. Okay, y'all. Right now my grits are done. So right now I'm gonna put about maybe a tablespoon of butter in here. Then I'll use a little of this bacon, maybe about a teaspoon or a tablespoon of this bacon fat that I had left over. Now you don't have to use this, you can go ahead and use a little bit more butter. And then I'm gonna come in with a little of this cream right quick. I'm gonna come in with about maybe 1/4 starting out of heavy cream. So I'm gonna see what this is looking like right quick. So maybe 1/4. And then I'm finna get ready to add maybe one cup or 1.5 cup of this cheese here. See that? See what it's looking like? It look creamy when you add a little cream to it. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use some mild cheddar and I'm gonna use some sharp. I already had grated this, so I'm just gonna come in like this. And this is the sharp. This about maybe a 1/2 cup or so. So right now I'm just gonna do this. I want to see what it's looking like, just to tell me if I want to add a little bit more cream to it. You see what it's looking like here? See how creamy it's looking? What does it look like to you, Shu?
Creamy.
Ready to add like the Old Bay season, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, onion powder to this. Now, if you taste it's not enough, you can add it to it now. Alright, y'all, this is the final product. This is my shrimp and grits. It's a rich grits, and like I say, on the cheese you can put a 1/2 cup, a cup and a half, according on how much cheese you want to put in this dish. And you can even leave the cheese out because I have cooked it without the cheese and it still come out good. So right now I'm finna get ready to taste this for y'all. And I had paired it with a side with some fried fish here. So I'm just gonna grab me one and I'm gonna put it on the side just like this. And this is how I like to eat mine. And I like to eat it with a piece of French bread. And this is what I like right here. All right, y'all, I'm finna get ready to taste this and see what it tastes like for you. And right now I'm gonna start with the grits. And like I say, the grits, taste real smooth. So right now I'm gonna taste the shrimp. Take one more bite with this catfish here. And like I said, I got it fried crispy, and this is the way I like to eat it. On this dish right here, you can't beat it with a stick. So make sure you like, subscribe, and follow, and make sure you hit the like button. And again, I really appreciate you for watching this video.